Don't mind me, I'm just outside with my cat at the moment. Today was probably one of the most unforgettable moments. You know what I mean? I should probably say most forgettable moments. My English sucks. Anyway, I already forgot. Well, I know I did nothing up to 3 o'clock. I'd done very little. I believed I watched some Netflix, done some schoolwork, a few little things here and there. Anyway, we'll skip to the good parts. So, at 3 o'clock, everything's gone off. At 3 o'clock, I met up with, well, yeah, I won't use his name, my Canadian friend, but I will need to use his name later on, so let's call him Smith. Anyway, I got up with my Canadian friend, and we went to the library. And I thought, oh yeah, that's an interesting place to meet. I haven't gone to the library for a while. I tell you what though, it was really good fun. We sat down and I read a few newspapers until he asked, till he was ready to talk, because he was talking on the phone and stuff. And then he wanted some help. So me and nearly said his name. Me and Smith just sat down and all we did was look at plane flights and different drop-off points and different flyovers and all this kinds of stuff. And we tried to compare them, see which one was more in his budget. We ran over like 3 main flights, as an example. Melbourne to his final destination, or Melbourne to first stop to final destination, or I think it was like Melbourne to first stop to second stop to final destination. Anyway, the best bang for the buck was the last one. Because that way he stops at 2 places he wants to visit and get home at the same time he was going to get when he could. Anyway, so it was about the same price and it worked out for the better. But it was really good fun. I really enjoyed just sitting down and helping him and, doing stuff that was important and, trying to find out which airplane route was the best or what was the cheapest and, everything. And then that was done, so we were like, well, what are we going to do now? And he said, what about we go to my sister's? I'll call it Emily. So we went to Emily's house. And this was another unforgettable moment. So it was just me, Smith, Emily, and her cool ass neighbour, by the way. We called him... I even forgot his name. I'll call him Dean. I actually forgot his name. Anyway, so Dean was a cool guy. He's actually got a Toyota A86. A FT86, sorry. But he's got a TRD one, like a proper TRD. It's pretty cool, man. Anyway, so we just all relaxed and we played a bit of Mario Party. And then another friend turned up of Emily's, and we call him John. Do I remember his name? Let me have a think. Yes, I do. So, actually, what we did, let me restart. So we got to Emily's house, right? And we were talking to, what was the teacher? We were talking to the teacher. And I said something like, oh, me and Smith, we go way back. That's what I was planning to say. But when I said that, I had my hand on his shoulder, and I looked straight at Smith. And I went, oh yeah, and I looked at him, and I completely paused. I actually forgot my 20-year-old, well, he's 26, but we've probably been friends for 20 years, so... Oh man, I'm really bad at telling stories. Look, the point of the story is, we were talking to the doctor, introducing each other's and all that kinds of stuff. But then I put my hand on his shoulder and said, you know, like, oh, we go way back. Me and I paused. And Smith, he just looked at me, my Canadian friend. And I thought, oh my God, I have forgotten his name. I've known him for 20 years, maybe more. I've forgotten his name. and my Canadian friend just looked at me and said, it's James. I said, that's not James. I went, oh my God, it's Smith. I said, I'm so sorry. That was embarrassing. I still can't believe I forgot his name. I've known him for like, let's say 20 years. 20 years. And I've been spending a lot of time with him because he's going back to Canada later, or not Canada, USA later on. Oh, it was so embarrassing. Anyway, he was fine with it. He goes, yeah, I know your memory's not good. But that, I don't think I've ever forgotten my best friend's name before. Or you know, well, he's my best friend, but I don't think I've... It was insane. Very embarrassing for me. Anyway, so both of Emily's friends came around. We had 2 of them. Actually, 3 of them. But that other guy came later. But we'll just say 3. So all her friends came around. So it was 3 of her friends plus her is 4. Plus 3, 4, 5, 6. So 7. We had 7 people over at their house. And it was so much goddamn fun. We had Domino's Pizza, and then after that, we played Super Mario Party, or Mario Party. We all played just retro Nintendo 64 games, and it was hilarious because not the teacher, we call him the farmer, because that's what he was. The farmer, he didn't have the best luck. He was the first one to get a star in Mario Party, I remember that, but then my Canadian friend stole it straight away. And me and Emily were sharing a controller, just in case I want to remember that. Anyway, so he's like, yeah, I got a star. And then a turn later, he lost it. And he's like, oh, fuck, you know, I've lost my star. And he actually didn't have very good luck because at the end of the game, he didn't get 1 bonus star, nothing. Like bonus stars are like who got the most coins or who landed on the most blue squares, you know, or red squares in his point. Anyway, so the game finished, and my Canadian friend killed us. He had like 150 coins, and he had 2 stars, which is pretty good. And then me and Emily got, me and Emily actually drawed with the teacher. So we had to roll the dice in the computer game, and he got the highest number, so he got second, and we got third. And then the poor farmer guy, he had 0 coins and 0 stars. He had nothing. He didn't get anything, no points whatsoever. It was hilarious. And, you know, he was a cool, light-hearted guy. Anyway, so then after that, we played Pokemon Stadium, and I tell you what, we had a blast. We played the mini games, and the poor farmer guy didn't get any points until the end of the game, and he got 2, but he only got them because his team won. So he didn't have any luck there at all as well. It was hilarious. This poor guy had like no luck. He was a great guy, and Emily bloody whizzed through him, and it was great fun. Mario Party was great fun. And then the other friend came, we call him, I don't know his name, call him Darren. He seems like a Darren. Anyway, so Darren came over, it was the other guy. And I thought, oh, what do we got to do now? What do we got to do? Because Thomas was gone. Smith was gone at this point. So I thought, what we got to do, you know? So I thought, why don't we try it? We'll try NBA. And that was the most fun. Like, I hate sports games, because why don't you just go and play a real sport? You know what I mean? But I think we all had the most fun. Me and Darren were on one team, and Farmer and Emily were on another, and the teacher went to bed because he was just the next door neighbour, so he went home. And Simon, my Canadian friend, he went home. And we had the most fun ever playing that NBA game. It took 6, 12, 18, 23 minutes to finish the whole game. No, 24? Whatever 6 times 4 is. I think that's 24. And, we had a blast. We lost. I don't know what the scores were. Let's just say we lost probably by like 10 points. But it was amazing. And Emily was shooting sometimes like 3-pointers and everything. Like, it was freaking... Oh, we had so much fun. So, you know, if my Canadian friends listening, next time we got to play that basketball game, because that was a blast. It really was a blast. Anyway, so I had a fucking amazing day. I've never been this social in a long time. I met possibly 2 new friends, even though I'm leaving Algamia this next month, which is very soon this month. Emily is an awesome girl. My mate, Canadian mate, he's freaking awesome. He's a great friend, and he was the highlight of the day. Even though I had fun with the Nintendo and stuff, it was just amazing to see him and help him too. But I tell you what, today is an unforgettable day. It was amazing. Great freaking day. My dad was cool. I left my motorbike at the main street and he had to pick it up because I said I'm going to be drinking. I didn't really drink too much. I drank like half a bottle of beer. I couldn't drink a lot. Don't like beer. But I tried. But I tell you what, it was amazing. An amazing night. I've never been so... I had been, but not for a long time. Like, it was awesome. Really enjoyed it. And I owe all to my Canadian friend. I had a blast. Anyway, see you later, I guess. I think that's all I need to talk about. I don't remember because I've been talking for 12 minutes anyway. I better go in the house. I'm sorry. Just a heart palpitation. Okay, see you later.